Hello everyone, welcome back to the course. Today, in this video, we will be learning about the alternate solutions. In the sense, what all different coins are there outside on which you can work on, or what all different networks, the blockchain networks are present. For example, Bitcoin, it has its own network. Ethereum has its own network. Firstly, let's focus on Ethereum's current problems because we are currently working on Ethereum's network, right? You need to know that. That is correct. On Ethereum, there is a scalability issue. A simple application created congestion recently. But for now, Ethereum, it is a public blockchain. There is no actual use of Ether as people are slowly using Ether. The thing is, what this means is, as you can pay the gas price to the miners using your own tokens, why do you even need Ether to pay the gas? There isn't any real use of Ether as in this picture. The sole purpose of Ethereum's network is you can create a smart contract on its network and miners can actually validate each and every transaction. But for miners, you can use the gas by paying your own tokens to them. That's how in the future the value of Ether can decrease. Not very useful for business perspective because every business wants their own consensus mechanism. Well, this is not a permissioned blockchain. Ethereum is a public ledger and business has its own consensus mechanism. Everyone changes according to time or some business wants a particular consensus mechanism. Hyperledger is something which solves this problem. On Ethereum, we can create smart contracts to change the rules or create some rules according to your own business model. But when the entire model is different, you cannot change the consensus mechanism. Let's address the differences between the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the Hyperledger. So far, I've discussed what are the differences between Ethereum and when it comes to business models using blockchain. Let's now focus on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Hyperledger itself. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Its network is public. That means every single transaction in the network is visible by everyone. You can see it, I can see it, anyone can see the transaction. That's how it is public and people can trust the network. The consensus mechanism Bitcoin uses is proof of work. It uses SHA-256 hashing function. For those who don't know what is hashing function, there is only one way for hashing functions. Once you hash a piece of text or anything, you can't go back. Smart contracts are not available on Bitcoin. We can't create smart contracts on Bitcoin. And the language which Bitcoin network uses is C++. Ethereum, when it comes to Ethereum, it is also a cryptocurrency. It uses its own coin called Ether to pay the gas. And the network of Ethereum is public. That means just like Bitcoin, Ethereum also has the ledger which is public and everyone can see the transaction. The consensus mechanism of Ethereum is also proof of work. That means both Bitcoin and Ethereum has proof of work, but now recently Ethereum's co-founder Vitalik and other team are actually planning to change the consensus mechanism of Ethereum to delegated proof of stake, Casper, or something new. That is a new topic and you won't be able to understand that right now. For now, let's just focus on the current situation. The smart contracts can be written on Ethereum using Solidity. The language Ethereum network uses is Golang, Python. When it comes to Hyperledger, Hyperledger is not a cryptocurrency. You need to be aware of this. It's not a cryptocurrency, it's not a public ledger. It can be used to implement when required. That means cryptocurrency can be created on Hyperledger if you want to, but it is not Hyperledger itself is not a cryptocurrency. It has a permissioned network so that businesses can happily use the Hyperledger's network. It uses the consensus mechanism known as PBFT, Practical Byzantine Fault Tolerance. This is different from Bitcoin's or Ethereum's. This is the main purpose of Hyperledger, the main purpose which is you can create your own business model using Hyperledger. You can choose your own consensus mechanism. That's how Hyperledger works. Here on Hyperledger, we can create smart contracts, which is so-called the chain code in terms of Hyperledger's terminology. Smart contracts, in terms of Ethereum's terminology. In Hyperledger, we can write the languages Golang, Java. To write the chain code, we can use Node.js, JavaScript, Java. These are the main differences between Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Hyperledger. Currently, businesses are more interested in Hyperledger because it is permissioned and we can choose our own consensus mechanism, which is really important for businesses. In the coming section, we will be discussing about decentralized applications, how to create another decentralized application, a simple example, and then we will be discussing about Hyperledger briefly.